Okay, I'm ready. Okay. So put your phone down. Have you ever had trouble sleeping, concentrating, felt depressed or sad, anything like that? Well, we all have. And today I'm going to talk about how we can prevent that from happening and why that does happen. Okay, so we all spend way too much time on our phones. The average American adult spends roughly 5 hours a day on their phone, while the average teenager spends roughly 7 to 8 hours on their phone. And too much screen time may result in like depression, poor sleep, obesity, headaches, poor attention span, trouble learning, and so much more. So studies show that from 2010 to 2020, there's been a 145% increase in depression in teenage girls, 161% increase in depression in teenage boys, 134% increase in anxiety, 72% increase in ADHD, 91% increase in teen boy suicide rates, and 167% increase in teen girl suicide rates. So roughly 30% of all girls are depressed as teenagers, and 12% of all males are depressed as teenagers. So, according to PEW research in 2011, 77% of American teens had a cell phone, but only 23% of teens had a smartphone. In 2010, the iPhone 4 came out, and that's the first iPhone with the camera on it. So that's when people started using smartphones more often, and it became a lot more popular. So in 2011, 77% of US teens had a cell phone, but only 23% have a smartphone. In 2016, 79% of US teens have smartphones and spend a minimum of 2 hours per day on it. In 2015, 25% of teens are online almost constantly. And in 2022, 46% of teens are online almost constantly. So why do we get these problems? It's something that goes on in our brains. It's called dopamine. It's a hormone that makes us feel good. That makes us feel good, and it makes us want to have. Well, it makes us have this drive to actually go out and do things. And when we're always on our phones, it gives us gives us all these dopamine hits. So we don't feel happy from normal things anymore. We're always on our phones, and that can become a big issue because sometimes when you're always getting exposed to dopamine, you get build a tolerance towards it. So the more you're on your phone, the more time you need to be on your phone to feel just as happy. So it's kind of like a never-ending cycle. You get stimulated, dopamine release, desire for more, habit, and it just keeps going around over and over again. And so many of us have social media, right? We're always on it and stuff, and it's really bad. We get kind of boost depression rates too. So we have this thing called FOMO, fear of missing out. So we're always having to check our phone, make sure we're not missing out on anything. We also judge ourselves more harshly than others, and that can just create bad images of ourselves, which also contributes to it. But the more dopamine we get, the more the tolerance builds to it, like I said. And so we need more to do that. And when we're on these social medias, we scroll, and it decreases our attention span. So we have any of us had trouble learning in class or focusing or anything? I'm sure all of us have, right? Yeah, and a lot of it is linked to social media and watching videos and all that stuff. So how can we stop the addiction, I guess? Well, for number one, we can put on time limits and delete addictive apps, go outside, get a job, and hang out with friends. So when we're hanging out with friends, we also get dopamine, and so we don't feel the need to be on our phones as much, which can help decrease our phone usage. And so personally, I got my phone back in 8th grade, and I've kind of always struggled with addiction towards it. And I averaged at my worst around 7 to 8 hours a day. And so I always felt like a little bit down, a little sad, could not focus or do like anything. It was really hard. But anyway, I talked to my parents about it. We decided to set up a time limit so I couldn't like play video games or be on social media over the weekdays. And that actually really helped me. Like the first week, it was really hard. Like really hard to get over the addiction. I was getting these cravings. I was like always wanting to be on my phone, play video games, all that stuff. But around week 2, it was getting like really easy for me. I no longer like felt sad. I could focus. I could get things done. And yeah, so I encourage everybody to do something about their screen time if they haven't already. If you stick with it long enough, I assure you that you will see many changes for the better in your everyday life. Okay, well that's all I have. So, how much time is that?
Like 8 minutes, 50 seconds.
Oh, that's close. Okay, that's just that stuff. It's alright. Oh my God.